welcome to another fun and fur-filled edition of Hair of the Dog on VLP TV. That's Villa La Paw Cage-Free Pet Resort and Spa. I'm the top dog, Eileen Proctor, here with Laura Russell, the lead groomer at Villa La Paw's on Bell. Welcome back, Laura.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. You always have such interesting things to tell us. And today, we're going to do our own version of, so you think your dog should look like a show dog? Yeah, well, most of you do. But the truth of the matter is, Laura,
it's not going to happen.
It's probably not going to happen, and there's a lot of reasons for that. So we're here today to help you feel better about how your pet can look and why we can do what we can do and can't do what we can't do to make your pet look like that show dog, but what we can do to make them look absolutely beautiful anyway. Right, Laura?
Right.
Okay, so let's talk about it. People come to you all the time and they say, make my dog look like...
They want the dog on the Little Caesars or Milk-Bone Box.
Oh yeah, those are beautiful dogs.
They're
yeah.
nice little Westies.
Yes, they are.
We also have a little Norwich on another one.
Yep, yep.
The year that the Bichon Frise won Westminster, everybody said, I want my Bichon to look like that one.
Sure, and of course, those dogs go through a lot. First of all, the breeding process is something that you have to take into consideration.
A lot of the dogs you're seeing as either models or in shows are extremely well bred. They're the best of the best. They're the ones that we buy as a rule, the people who buy dogs buy puppies that are pet quality.
Right. Pet quality, whether it be from, of course, we would like it to be from a reputable breeder, but it's horrible what comes out of pet stores sometimes, and we want to make sure that people realize that those dogs that are at Westminster or any of those shows, they're actually bred for generations to be champions and to look just like that.
And there's also an awful lot of work that people don't realize goes into it. I have shown Dachshunds, I was taught to show groom Bichons, and I could show groom Brittany's. Those are the only three breeds I feel at all confident in show grooming. And I know that there's a lot of trickery. And it's not to say, because it's technically not allowed, but there's a lot of cosmetic grooming. There's a lot of product added to coats to make them better. And those dogs don't live normal lives as a rule. They live, for example, a poodle will have its ears wrapped up and kept up, its top knot wrapped up and kept up all the time.
Yeah. When
I showed cockers, they had to be kept on wire pans in cages, never touching the ground.
And that's not a life for a dog.
It's not a life.
But, you know, you talked about some of the tricks, and this is good for your next parties that you go for trivia or just that you'll really sound good. Tell us some of the tricks that those breeders use to make their dogs look better in the shows.
Oh, dye. For example, like a black poodle can't have white on it, so they dye them. Right. So you get white, the white covered up. That's one of the big tricks. A lot of cosmetic groomings. Years ago when fake testicles came out, a dog whose testicles had not dropped yet, somebody had a fake one put in so it could be shown because they have to have two of them.
I've heard of those. They're called nudicles.
Nudicles. And the nudicle dropped during the show. So the dog had three of those and as a result got disqualified.
There you go.
Showing dogs is a sport. And there's a lot of competition, and some people will go to any lengths that they can to win.
And the truth of the matter is that we want our dogs to be approachable, touchable, cuddly, clean, feeling comfortable with who they are, and that's really what you strive to do.
That's what we strive to do as pets. Plus, we want a dog that you don't have to every day faithfully brush out with a pin brush and get every little bit of debris out of them without taking any hair out. We want dogs that you can be comfortable with and not have to slave over constantly.
Gotcha. And I know that you brought a few examples, so why don't we look at them right now?
Yeah.
So, Laura, who do we have here?
This is Abby Warden.
Hi,
and she's been my customer since she was a puppy.
Hi, sweetheart.
She comes every 2 weeks because, unlike a show dog, she doesn't have a temperament that allows her to enjoy the grooming process a whole lot. And Mom and Dad decided it was easier to have somebody else do her bathing, and they do a wonderful job brushing her at home, but I do all the maintenance work in between.
And she looks like she's really loving this TV experience. Abby, it's time for your close-up. Look to the camera. Look. There you go, beautiful girl.
And she really is a very pretty little pet Bichon.
Absolutely.
Mom likes her head to have kind of the rounded form without being a total ball.
Right.
She likes a little ear with her.
Okay.
And then we keep her coat at a really nice, comfortable length.
I see that.
It's actually about 1 inch long all over.
Right. Is that considered a puppy cut or?
It's a Bichon puppy cut.
Okay,
yes.
gotcha. And her ears, are they shorter than usual, or is that a Bichon length?
Well, I've just trimmed the ears up, just
Okay,
because
gotcha.
Mom likes. I do some with the nice little round heads that they want the really long ears.
Right.
And I do some that want the little ball like you're going to see on the screen.
Gotcha.
The little ball head with the ears blended right in.
But you're seeing the professional look in the back.
Behind is a
versus
professional
the
look
realistic.
versus the realistic.
and
This you can
adorable look.
maintain.
Exactly, exactly. By the way, I love what you do at Villa La Paz, the beautiful little bows or bandanas that you provide. Every dog goes out, no matter whether they're getting a haircut or a bath, with something a little
with their
special.
bling,
Yeah,
yes.
with their bling. It's the Bow Wow bling bling is what we're talking about here. So Abby comes every 2 weeks. You basically keep her in this cut so she'll look pretty, be comfortable, and her parents have a minimum of requirement for keeping her
Right,
upkeep.
right.
And you also mentioned to me something about the shape of a dog's head sometimes.
It has a lot to do with it. A lot of people really love this Bichon look, even if they don't have a Bichon. And I'm going to use one example. I do a dog that is a Lhasa Apso mix. It has a very long oblong skull and with a long snout, but the skull itself is not rounded like a Bichon's. It's oblong with a lower ear set.
Right.
The dog has a drop coat, not a fluffy coat, and she wants her dog to have a little round Bichon head. When the head is oblong, I cannot make it, no matter what, look like a ball.
Right.
It's always going to be a little bit more like an oval.
Right. By the way, I want to look like Valerie Bertinelli too. It's just not going to happen, my friends. All right, so we've got Abby as a great example of a beautiful pet quality Bichon cut, and that is just perfect. She's
People
beautiful.
recognize that she's a Bichon when
Right.
Mom takes her out.
Excellent. Well, I want to switch over to a terrier breed now
Okay.
because I believe you brought another friend.
Yes.
Now, this is a dog of the same color, but a very different breed, and this is a West Highland White Terrier, and her name is?
This is Chrissy Lee.
Hi, Chrissy Lee. Welcome to Hair of the Dog on VLB. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, tell us a little bit. This is an example of a pet quality Westie cut.
This is a pet quality Westie cut. Because we clip her hair, it's soft. When you look at terriers for show, most of them are hand stripped, which is a process of pulling coat that leaves the coat very harsh.
Does that hurt the dog?
No, the coat should be dead when you do it.
Okay.
So it really doesn't hurt the dog, but it's a process. It's not an all at once, it's a process. The dog's constantly being worked with and the
I
coat
see.
changes.
So it's evolution.
It takes about 12 weeks to prepare a terrier for show.
Wow.
To get through the stripping process, so all the hair is growing at the same time in the right
Gotcha.
direction.
Gotcha.
Most people with Westies, one of my frustrations, but I understand, they want it to stand like the little dog on the milk bone box or the dog they see at show. But this is a typical terrier head, and that it's not going to stand without a lot of product put in it.
Right.
But nobody wants to go home and have your dog feel like it has glue in its hair.
Right.
So as a result, we get this little indention in between the ears, where the coat tends to fall. Plus, most people pet them,
Right.
and immediately it knocks the hair right back down.
But she's adorable. I mean,
It's
seriously, she's got you can tell she's a Westie. She seems happy. She
And
doesn't know she doesn't look like that. And the truth of the matter is she can get a lot more loving, a lot more fun in, because and look how much she loves her groomer for
She
not
loves her
plucking
groomer.
that hair out. And this is Chrissy, a great example of a Westie pet cut.
Nice Westie pet cut. It makes the dog, I think the idea should be to make your dog look cute.
Cute, yeah, cute and comfortable.
Cute and comfortable.
And a minimum of effort.
And
by the parents.
especially with Chrissy, who is in the pool every single day.
There you go, she's a swim dog. Excellent. So Laura, we've been talking about people who want their pets to look like show dogs, and frankly, it's not going to happen. What's your parting words?
My parting words is, I love having pictures come. I love to know what your expectation is, because it cuts to the chase. This is what I know you want. But also realistically, try to understand what I'm trying to do with the dog. Might not turn out exactly what the picture looks like, but we'll make it look as cute as we can for what your dog has going for it.
Right, exactly. And
Accent the positive.
Yep, two beautiful examples that you showed us today. Thank you very much. If you have any questions about what is possible for your dog, why don't you stop in and see one of the fine groomers at Villa La Paz on Bell or Shay. They'll be very honest with you, and we're sure that you're going to wind up having a dog that looks cute, feels comfortable, and that you can cuddle. So Laura, we want to thank you so very much. And Chrissy, thank you so much. And Abby, thank you so much. You've been watching Hair of the Dog on Villa La Paz TV. VLPTV, and we have our phone number right there. You can give us a call. We'll be glad to speak with you. And until next month, give your dogs a big kiss for us. We'll see you then.